Arctic conditions of Ellen Road, Leeds. We've had torrential rain for 24 hours, we've had snow this morning, but thanks to a dedicated band of ground staff, we do at least have a Challenge Cup semi-final for everybody. And York have pinned their faith in a pack of grafters and tacklers, especially that back three, 11, 12, 13, Hughes, Price and Smith. Good tacklers, good grafters, and I think they'll need them in these conditions. But apart from the tacklers, one of their best players, Graham Steadman, the standoff, scored all their points in the match with Castleford. An excellent player, and Wigan will certainly have to watch him. Wigan, of course, have their own standoff, Mark Cannon, all the way from Sydney, Australia. Whether he can cope with these conditions, well, only the next 80 minutes will tell. But Wigan, coach Alec Murphy, pinned his faith in two flying wingmen, Edwards and Gill, but whether his forwards can get the ball to them on this lake of the conditions, I don't know. Referee Ronnie Campbell gets the game underway. I have with me today Alan Agar, the coach to Featherstone Rovers, who of course won the Challenge Cup last year. Alec Murphy, the regular summariser on the bench, hoping to emulate Alan's feat of last season. Alan, a level of these conditions, I think.
A great level of these conditions. Both sides will have to stick to the basic rugby, and I think it's a day where the team that makes the least mistakes will come out on top.
Good kicked, but well fielded by Trevor Midgley, York full-back in traditional colours of amber and black hoops. Wigan, of course, in the famous cherry and white hoops. And these opening minutes on this pitch, bound to be a tester, but offside. I think one thing we may see this afternoon is referee Ronnie Campbell keeping the players well apart, because we do need space and conditions like this. 5 minutes gone, still no score in this Challenge Cup semi-final, and young Edwards' first touch of the ball. Oh, but well tackled. Well tackled by Wayne Morrell. To Stevenson. Oh, he's lost it. York again, Gary Price to Wilson. Well, York are determined, they're moving this ball around. They're not put off by Wigan's reputation, still moving it about. Steadman looking for the gap. Well, in midweek, this lad, he's a lifesaver, and we may have need of him during the week, I think. Oh, and a nice dummy. Lovely dummy. But it's still going out for a knockout.
Mick Hughes been very prominent in the York moves up to now, eh?
Stevenson. Stevens again to Mick Scott. Oh, that shows York's determination. Come on, says Mick Hughes. They may be second division side, but no respecter of reputations. Brian Case. Both sides desperate to get to Wembley. Wigan, of course, not been there since 1970. Unusual for them. Oh. And dead ball. Well, I think that kick from Colin Whitfield, number 4, I think the full-back was expecting it to bounce, but it didn't. And a drop out beneath the post. Graham Steadman.
A bad mistake by Trevor Midgley there, took his eye off the ball and he's put York under a lot of pressure now.
Oh, first run from Hampson. First touch of the ball for this youngster, ex-Vulcan Rugby Union club from Newtonley Willows near Wigan. Stevens to Case, and Wigan's first... Oh! Tremendous tackle there from Gary Smith. Wigan still on the attack. Stevens. Both sides having difficulty with the footing. Wayne Elvin. Well, they told me that York tackled their way to victory over Castleford in the last round, and could they do the same here? Chance for a drop. No, couldn't line his sights up. Colin Whitfield, oh, what a good ball. Well, and it's York ball. And well, play stops, a penalty to York. Pushing. Well, Ronnie Campbell looked a bit like a seagull in these conditions then, but I do assure viewers he was saying that a York player had been pushed.
I think what we saw there was some tremendous tackling by York, keeping Wigan out and even spotting the drop goal attempt, moving up well here on the blind side, and Jeff Price taking Henderson Gill out with a tremendous tackle. And then being quick enough to drop on the loose ball, even though they did have the free kick.
York in possession. These amber and black shirts, known as the Wasps. Could this sting Wigan here? Still, no score each. But a knock-on. We'll see a lot of loose ball, I think, a lot of knock-ons in this game. Fortunate conditions for these two sides to play in. Gary Stevens, Wigan number 7, to put the ball in. And it's Wigan head, 15 minutes gone, still no score. Oh, good run from Hampson. Almost through, but well stopped by half-backs, Wilson and Steadman. And a penalty. Yes, interfering at the play of the ball. Rugby League referees have had a directive from the Rugby League to stop this.
Well, what we see is the full-back coming into the line, breaks one tackle, and Steadman doing a good job, and Wilson covering well, but instead of getting off the play and allowing them to play the ball, they're pushing him about and not allowing the game to continue. A good decision from Ronnie Campbell.
Nice mound of sand to raise it out of the sodden conditions. Already kicked 94 goals this season. Oops, and it falls over. Referee Campbell signalling that the timekeepers stop the watch. Goal kicks could win this match this afternoon in these conditions. A vital kick. It's a good one, and it's there. So, first blood from number 4, Colin Whitfield, and those Wigan fans go wild with delight. 2 points to 0 to Wigan. Oh, and a good move, but no. Oh, he still got it. Ian Wilson took a ricochet there off a Wigan forward. Ball still going. But stopping play, touch judge signalled Mr. Campbell's attention. Touch judge Mr. Cooper from Leeds signalled Ronnie Campbell's attention to some misdemeanour, obviously, off the ball. He looks quite firm, Ronnie. He's telling him no more of that case. And a penalty. So a chance for Graham Steadman to equalise for York. He scored all their points in the third round when they beat Castleford 14 points to 12. He's been doing a lot of practicing in his lunch hour this week, he tells me. Has he put enough practice in? A difficult kick to loft the ball out of these conditions. He lofts it, and he gets it. So that upraised flag signals Graham Steadman pulling York back in the game at 2 points each. Eight minutes to go in this first half, still looking for the first try, 2 points each, and Wigan ball. Well, I don't know what Gary Stevens was doing there. Young Hampson had to dive on it, but a switch move. Oh, it's Cannon again. Well, was he obstructed? Yes. Referee Ronnie Campbell waiting for the advantage. As he was so close to the line, he was looking for advantage for Wigan, but very firm obstruction. Yes, shoulder charge. Penalty to Wigan. So the onus once again on Colin Whitfield. Wigan, of course, great tradition of goal kickers. Many of the older viewers will remember the ex-Cardiff Welsh international Jim Sullivan in the 30s. And I can remember playing against the South African kicker Freddie Griffiths. Well, can Colin Whitfield emulate those here now? An awkward kick, 20 yards out. But it's there, a good one. Wigan fans, wild with delight. I think they sense that these goals from Colin Whitfield could be the decisive factor. And 4 points to 2 now in Wigan's favour.
Yeah, Colin Whitfield here spotted a weak blindside on the York defence, chips over into space, and it was a very good kick. But what happened, he was obstructed by York captain Brian Hughes.
Brian Case shrugs off one man, two man. Can't get him down. Oh, he's still got... No, he's not. Stevens again, looking for the tap. Oh! Good tackle from Gary Smith. Wigan on the attack now, 10 yards from the line. Cannon looking for the way through. Big lad, 13.5 stone this standoff. He wants some watching. Sixth tackle coming up. Will we see a drop? No, a chip over. Too far.
Poor kick there by Wigan. In a very good position to test the York fullback, but unfortunately it was an aimless kick where none of the players were following up, and obviously run dead quite easily, much to the relief of the York defenders. Gary Stevens in the picture there, coming into the game much stronger now. The longer it goes on, he's beginning to dictate it even more.
York having difficulty there against this man Stevens. He's operating conditions. Hooper again, having a fine game, this lad. He's still going. He's like a Sherman tank coming down the middle. They call his team the Wasp, but by word, he's a bit bigger than a bumblebee. Ian Wilson. No way through. Mick Scott's tackle there. Wigan number 12. Good, grafting, solid player. High ball. Well, that's the sort of tactics I thought both teams would employ. Well picked up by youngster Hampson. Oh, and well brought away. A very confident youngster. To Stevens. It's interesting that this man Stevens, now operating these conditions, was almost signed for York at the beginning of the season. Cannon. Oh, good ball to Elvin. He's short and he's squat this way in Elvin. I would think a very difficult man to stop when he's on the move. Stevens again. No. Still going. Adventurous play to West. But lost it. Good drop there by Trevor Midgley. But despite the conditions, we've had some adventurous play from both sides. But Wigan clinging to that lead. 2 penalty goals from Colin Whitfield. 4 points to 2 in Wigan's favour.
With this Challenge Cup between Wigan and York. At half-time, we left Wigan leading 4-2. We now join the second half. The commentators are Alan Agar and Ray French.
Despite the downpour, that huge section of fans there underneath the stand, from Wigan particularly, obviously relieved to cling to that slender lead of 4 points to 2. Conditions underfoot, I'm afraid, sadly gone a little bit worse. And the ground staff been busy during the half-time having to remark various sections of the pitch. But nevertheless, both teams appearing in new jerseys. Wigan, cherry and white hoops now playing from right to left, and York in amber and black. John Kane, York number 5, with the ball. Well, Alan, very, very close the first half. Do you think goals could win it?
A very close first half, and it certainly looks as though goals could play a big part in this match. I think we'll see the tactics being that by Wigan especially, to keep York pending their own 25, to try and make them mistakes there and take over the play. It's simply a matter of who makes the least mistakes again and who can discipline themselves in not to give free kicks away like what happened in the first half.
Good high ball to York. Oh, well taken by Hampson. Well taken. Had a very confident game, this youngster. He's looked calm, he's looked composed. These semi-finals are very often the making of players, and this lad's living up to it. Stevens, Wigan number 7. Oh, good run from Elvin. He's going down that right-hand side. But a good tackle from John Kane. Wigan on the attack. Stevens again to Scott. It's amazing, really, how there's something about coming out in clean jerseys in the second half. You feel cleaner, you feel fitter, you feel stronger. It's a psychological effect. And I think Wigan are putting York to the test now, just on the York 25-yard area. Tamati at the play the ball. Stevens again, switching to Cannon. Looking for Case. Oh, good driving run from Case. 6th tackle coming up. To Whitfield. It's a difficult ball. Oh, he's lost it! He's in! Oh, yes! Well, Alan Agar talks about mistakes. The ball seemed to be well covered by York. Colin Whitfield chips it through, and he's put York way behind now, 8 points to 2. What a nice kick there from Colin Whitfield. But an element of luck, as Alan Agar said.
Look, Wigan a bit lucky there that the ball ricochets off Graham West to Davids, Colin Whitfield, but he puts a lovely just kick in there, and unfortunately for the York player, disaster strikes as it hits his chest and pops up over the line. Well, a lucky try, the sort that wins semi-finals.
And Colin Whitfield now to attempt to convert his own try. To the right of the post, just inside the 25-yard. Well, he's already got 2 goals and a try to his credit. Can he get a third? No, not quite. To the right of the post. But nevertheless, that try from Whitfield edges Wigan out. That vital 6-point gap now, 8 points to 2. York have to score twice to get back in the lead. Gary Smith sensibly holding on to it. To Stedman. Good long kick. Again, downfield. Hampson bringing it up. Ooh. Sean Edwards. But no way through. Another good tackle from... Well, he doesn't like it, does Sean Edwards? Yes, he looks upset. He's only a youngster, he's only 17, but I suppose he can have his tantrums as well. And he's got a penalty out of it. An old head on young shoulders, I think.
Sean Edwards taking the ball away from the acting half-back. Good hard tackle there from scrum half Wilson, but Gary Price, but he spoils it by shoving his hand in Edwards' face.
Scrum down, scrums. Already well in Wigan's favour, 6-2. Referee Campbell stopping play. York substitution, bringing on a youngster, Ian Tansley, for Brian Hughes, the skipper. Well, I think the York coach, Phil Lowe, is looking for some pace, he's looking for some speed. Nothing against Brian Hughes' play. I think he wants this youngster to come on to see if he can inject a little bit of pace, a little bit of life into the pack. So number 15, Tansley. And back to the game. Well, good battle between these two scrum halves here. Wilson and Stevens with the ball. York put Mick Hughes up to the front row now. But still Wigan churn that ball out. Gary Stevens working the blind side. Just inside that 25-yard area. Cannon to Stevenson. Oh, good ball to Whitfield again. Oh, tremendous tackle from Harrison. Good tackle, but Wigan still on the attack. Cannon is going for the line. Oh, you don't meet many number 6s at 13.5 stone, 5 yards from the line. Case driving over. 2 yards. Howie Tamati, acting half-back. He's going himself in New Zealand. Oh, it's a yard shot. But he's lost it. Still going. Oh, he's going for the line. Big Scott. And a try. Well, yet again, another element of luck. We said that luck would play a tremendous part, and it did. They lost the ball, Wigan. York went forward, to the delight of those Wigan fans. Big Scott picked it up, and it's 12 points to 2. Big Scott, what a grin, what a delight. Blood coming down the side of the face. He got a cut in the first half, but I don't think he'll bother about that. Colin Whitfield, a try and 2 goals to his credit. Taking his time. And he gets it. Huge roar goes up from those Wigan fans. Wigan, 14 points to 2, thanks to that man there, Mick Scott, rafting solid forward, seized his opportunity.
Yeah, very fortunate. Some brave York tackling, keeping Wigan out until the 5th tackle. When a lost possession there, just knocked back anyway. Mick Scott looks up, sees no one in front of him and can't believe his luck.
Graham West, Stevens again to Cannon. Fine game these two half-backs have had, Stevens and Cannon. Stevens again. Pushing York ever back towards the line. Trevor Midgley has to be very careful with it. But just look at that Wigan cover there. 1, 2, 3, 4 men. Those cherry and white shirts enveloping York whenever they try to break out of this 25-yard area. York, of course, the shock team of this year's Challenge Cup, and all credit to them. What a fine performance they put on here this afternoon. Never given up, still at it, still plenty of time. Steadman again. Hampson taking his time. And I like the way this number 6 for York has followed his kicks through. Oh, good run. Good run from number 4, Colin Whitfield. Wigan now, still on the attack. Stevens again, switching the ball to Case. Still going, Brian Case, this number 10. To Wayne Elvin. Oh, nice dummy from Elvin. Stevens. That's a good kick. Oh, it's tantalising. He's missed it. Anybody's, Graham West. And 6 more tackles. So Wigan on the attack. Huge roar from these fans now. 15 yards from the Wigan line. Stevens to Cannon. Wigan driving in. They know another try now could surely seal their entry to Wembley. Ryan Case. To Stevenson. Oh, he's got a gap. What a match this number 10 for Wigan, Brian Case is having. Backing up everything. Stevens again to Scott, to West. Oh, he's still going. Is he get over 6'5"? Can he reach? No, there's a few of those York wasps buzzing around him. He's not over. He's on his back. And referee Campbell there signifying he wants the ball playing a foot from the line. Tamati, Elvin. Oh, nice ball to Stevens! Oh! And for once, York on their own line. Mick Hughes seizes the opportunity, but he gets a penalty. Tremendous tackling there from York, Alan. All credit to them.
Full credit to York, tremendous tackling. Kept Graham West out there, took about 6 men, but they achieved their aim and prevented Wigan from scoring, and finally end up with possession and a relieving penalty kick. What we see here, Gary Stevens straightening into the gap, a beautiful pass there, but instead of going for the line, sidestepping back in, throws it back to Mick Hughes. What we see, instead of being allowed to get up and play the ball, he's interfered with a just penalty to York.
Stevens to West. Well, Graham West, this big number 8, plays in Auckland at Carlow Park, and he'll be at home on this mud heap. That's what it's like at Carlow Park. Back to Whitfield. Once again, Wigan pushing York back. Trevor Midgley. No way through. Jeff Price again, looking for a gap in the middle. Gary Price, oh, he's got half a gap. He got Steadman with him. Still going, Gary Steadman. Dangerous player, this lad. Good tackle again from West. 5 minutes to go, Wigan still 14 points to 2 in the lead. But York throwing everything at them, and here's a chance. Oh, yes, he's still going, Tansley. And here's a chance, Harrison going for the line. Is he over? Yes! Oh, tremendous try. And just as we thought that York were down and York were out, back they come in the shape of Chris Harrison. And he's York back in the game at 14-6. And what a finale for those fans now.
As we said, York trying everything to open the game out. A great ball from Mick Hughes to Ian Tansley, who slips it out to Gary Smith. Just as he's being tackled, Ian Tansley comes back into the line again, finds Chris Harrison, and he gets there, sliding over the line to put York back into this game.
And Steadman now will be looking for these 2 points if he gets this. Only a trying to go between them. And he gets it. Oh, huge roar from those York fans. Delight on their faces. Graham Steadman pulls York back now in the game. 14 points to 8. Colin Whitfield to kick off. Referee Ronnie Campbell signalling 3 minutes to go. And I think Colin Whitfield knows there's only 3 minutes. He's taking his time. And I'm sure this will be as long and as deep as he can possibly get it. And that roar behind York now, trying a goal in it. Wigan will be wanting to play these last minutes out. Wilson. And let's give credit to both these two sides. There was some doubt this morning as to whether this game could take place. Ground staff worked throughout the morning, but they've put a good, hard, bruising Challenge Cup semi-final on for us. Hooper, oh, no more bruising than that man. He swats them off like flies. Oh, knock on. Trevor Hooper hobbling, but he's put a fine 80 minutes in here this afternoon. He's used his bulk, he's used his head. York to put the ball in. Gary Stevens, Wayne Elvin, oh, good tackle from Tansley. Minutes now, ticking away. Mark Cannon. Brian Case, Wigan now sensibly keeping the ball in the pack.
There is the man of the match, Gary Stevens, deservedly so, because he's the man that's kept Wigan ticking, varying his tactics well, putting these little chips over the top to test the York defence. He's organised the Wigan forwards well, having them running onto balls, and here we see an attempted drop goal which goes wide.
Well, with a minute to go, I think Stevens was right to signal an attempt there for a drop, because that would have put Wigan the crucial 7 points in the lead. York now, minute to go. 75 yards to go to the other end of the field. He looks to be beyond them, but no, here's Hooper again. He knocks off one man. He's still going, this lad. Just look at him. Can they get him down? Oh, what a fine run. What a fine run from that lad. Well, he's given every ounce of his poundage there. He'll need a bath after. I think he'll need a car wash, never mind a bath. Just look at this amber and black shirts. They're putting everything into this semi-final. Well, they may be second division club, but here they are. They're still coming at Wigan. And their coach, Phil Lowe, he must be proud of these York men. They've given everything for him. Stedman, long kick. Hampson, take his time. And if Wigan have anything about them now, there's Stevens, look. Straight to the acting half-back position. Holding the ball. That's all Wigan have to do. Hold the ball, play out the tackles. They'll keep it in the pack. Mick Scott, sensibly number 12, playing the blind side. Wayne Elvin. Good standard tactics here, keeping it going, moving it towards the touchline, keeping it away from the posts. Stevens again. Oh, and there's the hooter. Howie Tamati leaps up in the air, all the way from New Zealand, and he'll be at Wembley. And a gallant effort by second division York, but unable to prevent Wigan making that 12th appearance at Wembley. I think Wigan, thanks mainly to this man, Colin Whitfield, very worthy winners, Alan.
Yes, I think Wigan just about deserved the victory today, but let's not take anything away from a gallant York side. They've got through to this semi-final and done themselves really proud. But Wigan are at Wembley, and I'm sure Alex Murphy will be delighted with the way the players have performed today.
Oh, tremendous spirit there in that Wigan camp. Graham West hugging each other, Brian Case. They're at Wembley. Some of these New Zealanders, you know, they've come 12,000 miles and probably achieve a great ambition. And for Wigan tries, Colin Whitfield and Mick Scott. 3 goals from Whitfield, and that result, 14 points to 8 in Wigan's favour. But all credit to York for a fine Challenge Cup semi-final.
So Wigan go through to Wembley and the final. But next Saturday, you can see a second semi-final between Leeds and Widnes, which will be shown in Grand National Ground.